In a situation where you want, where you're doing that, it's because there's something you haven't quite put your finger on, and you welcome positives that you can then have a look at. So even if they're false positives, you can investigate them and say, okay, well, it's shown us something. So you're always looking for something extra with the FDG PET or whatever fancy other scans there are.
I mean, the issue here with the PET scanning, I think, is the tracer. It's not the machine. We don't have the HTP, we don't have the gallium, etc. It's not the machine. I mean, the taxpayer, all our taxes has funded PET scanners all around the country. There's one in Cork, there's 2 in Dublin to my knowledge, and there's also 2 in the private sector. There's one in the Whitfield, there's one in the Hermitage, and there's one in Blackrock. So there's 5 or 6 PET scanners in the country at the moment. It seems to me, and I'm just throwing it out there, putting a huge capital outlay on another PET scanner is not really essential. It's the tracer that's essential. So we should isolate a scanner, wherever that may be in the country, that is set up to provide this tracer and we could move on this very quickly. I mean, to get a new PET scanner to run it through the CEO of here, I'd imagine would take years in the current resources that we live in. It's just something to throw out there. Maybe we can discuss it later.
If you have a carcinoid syndrome and the markers are normal, despite the carcinoid syndrome, and you have previously had a tumor, we would definitely have to perform the PET with 5-HTP.
Okay, so there are the specific scanners that we can...
And I have seen a patient, we have seen examples of when 5-HTP is the only possible way to pick up the tumors, so I would have recommended that.
So if I could just say, I think that's something that we need to highlight and perhaps have a mechanism, Dermot, because there's 2 patients here I know, well, one patient's family and another patient, and they both have exactly this carcinoid syndrome, very obvious, and all the markers are normal, all the scans are normal, and the answer clearly is the high-tech PET scan with the different tracers. And I don't know if the mechanism is well defined, how to get that from Ireland, whether you need to just go get it on the day and come back, or whether you need a separate consultation and go through the treatment abroad scheme, etc. So I know these are rare cases, but it's perhaps something that we can discuss in the afternoon.
Well, I think the best way, if you want a PET scan with 5-HTP, if you send the consultation to us and we arrange a 5-HTP, and then we can discuss the follow-up and future treatment.
Okay.